Melanie, I am so sorry. I didn't come here to upset
Stop
you.
trying to rub my face in it.
What?
You won, okay? He chose you.
I haven't won anything. I'm not with Lachlan and I don't want to be.
You're fucking glowing. I'm bloated, I'm hungry, I'm nauseous. Feels like I've sucked a big bag of metal dicks all day long. All I eat is fucking shit. Pissing myself. I can't sleep.
Well, if it's any consolation, I think I'm sleeping too much.
Go fuck yourself.
So, Katie, how did you feel? And this is a weird question to ask, frankly, given that we wrote the episode for you, so you're a bit on the spot, but how did you feel when you read episode 2 and you realised that Katie and Mel were indeed pregnant at the same time?
Ainsley. You said Katie.
They look so alike, though, in my defence. I'm so sorry. When Ainsley and Mel were both pregnant at the same time, how did that do to your brain?
My brain was really excited because I am a Kate Jenkinson fangirl and she's so much fun to play with. And I just love, Ainsley, she's, bless her, wanting to heal her world before the baby comes. And I just love that she, is really trying to make that connection a positive one, given everything that's happened.
It's a beautiful thing. She's got a heart of gold, Ainsley. I wouldn't have done it.
Were there any similarities with your pregnancy and Ainsley's?
Similarities don't spring to mind. Stark differences do. I mean, Ainsley was really, she had a pretty charmed pregnancy. She was glowing and she was Mother Nature, Earth Goddess.
Sleeping too much.
Sleeping too much.
Offensively so, yeah.
And healing the world around her for this baby. I was not like that. I was not at my best.
With Harry and Liz's storyline, were you guys more... Did you enjoy the dating shenanigans of season 2 more, the kind of light-hearted getting out, getting amongst it separately, or was it more interesting for you to dig into the relationship in season 1 in terms of them turning inward towards each other?
I love it all, to be honest.
Good answer, mate, good answer.
Yeah, because it's nice for them to have a go at kind of being out there in the world and being more proactive and strong, going out into the dating world. But also, as actors, you crave the vulnerable stuff because it's such great stuff to play. But I kind of enjoyed the fact that, they're not perfect. They were actually a bit smug and mean, the way they approached dating.
No,
and I thought it was
lovely?
kind of good that Liz got a bit of comeuppance. She kind of deserved it.
No, she did. She did. No, she did.
She totally did.
She really did.
She was manufacturing excuses to bail on dates, and it hurt
It came
when it
back.
happened to her.
Yeah.
And it hurt when Harry had a good date after she'd had a horror date. So, that's the real world.
It is so fun to play that fun, light-hearted stuff, and I thought that the dating scenes were really funny.
And the excruciating and the awkward,
so
like there's some,
I don't want this
I
to
also
come out
loved
wrong.
with Harry's first date, what happened with the exploration of this person who clearly has a fetish.
Roger.
And is
Roger.
fetishising Harry, but without making too much of a comment on it, because I think, not to get too deep, but the concept of fetishisation is pretty convoluted, and there's not always one answer, and so there was a sort of a moment of poking fun at it in a really fun way.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite scenes.
Yeah, it's a great
that
scene.
intercut between what the
And
two
that
of you
guy
guys-
was so good. I just
He was
Right.
wonderful. He played it completely.
Class act would know his name, but
But also just in those scenes representing like going on a date with someone that you don't know, you don't know anything about them, and getting there and immediately realising that it's not right.
Yes.
But having to sit through however long you're there, 1 hour or so.
and the agony of the fact that it is right for him.
Yeah,
So right for
too
him.
right.
And the same thing happened. Liz, she thought she was on a great date, and he didn't feel that way.
That
Yeah.
Italian
That second,
stallion, that was heartbreaking. I felt it. But I really appreciated you making sure that he paid for that. Thought that was a really
Yeah,
absolutely.
no.
it's
yeah.
important.
I think that was your line, though.
The
I can't
least.
take it.
No, I wouldn't. It wasn't mine. It was mine.
Was it?
When you come home from your dates and you're just sitting on the couch eating Tim Tams, like that's the
Having a
dream.
laugh.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That speaks so mountains about when you're like, you know you've got to put yourself out there, but dating's the worst, and you just want to be snuggled up on the couch with someone that you love.
Looking at some dodgy photos of
Ridiculing others.
stalking. That's what you want. That's what you want, my friend. Yeah, I really enjoyed season 2, episode 1 with you two. There's some beautiful stuff. Take your mind back. You were there.
Yes. No, I think I'm...
Yeah, there was the stuff about the baby conversation.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
And Kat, coming back to you now.
Yeah,
I think
yep.
it was better than
That was
season
such a
1.
beautiful offer, to have a gaby.
It was so beautiful, the relationship between the two of you, and it's an extension of that, as you're saying, Kat, that it is a relationship in every sense except for the nudie whistle parts. And it was so beautiful. The heartbreak that I felt for both of you in that scenario was beautifully done.